hi. Are you here for your shrinking appointment? You are? Okay, perfect. You've come to the right place. I'm Rains. Nice to meet you. I will be the one doing your shrinking today. So I just want to ask you a couple questions before we get on to the testing. Can I get your name? Okay, perfect. And your date of birth? Okay. And how tall are you? Weight? Eye color? Alright. Star sign? What's your moon and rising? Okay, perfect. Okay, that's all the preliminary information I'll need. So I guess I'll just go over a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be shrinking you to be very, very, very tiny. The size that you'll end up being totally depends on how well this works. But typically people are about this big when they're done. Does that sound good? Okay, great. You've signed the waiver and everything, right? Okay, so you know what you're in store for. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure. Some people think that they're just going to be, dropping a couple inches. I want everyone to know that you will be very, very, very teeny tiny. Okay, perfect. So why don't we get started? I'm just gonna look you over really fast because we just want to make sure that when you're shrinking, you look the same, just miniature. So we're just gonna do a little body scan and just see if there's anything of note. Okay. So just look at me. Okay, perfect. And again, just a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna look behind you. Let me just look at your. Okay, breathing. Okay, great. So everything's looking good. This is like a multi-step process. So why don't we start with the first step? This one usually takes the longest to set in, so we're gonna start with it first. It's just these eye patches. We want to make sure that your vision stays intact while you stay shrunken. So we're just gonna use these eye patches just to make sure that everything will be okay when you shrink. Okay. They don't hurt. They're gonna actually feel super nice, super moisturizing, super soothing. Oh no, there's like 3 attached. What the heck? Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna put these under your eyes. Wait, like this. Okay. Okay, so just look at me. How'd I do that? Okay. Okay, perfect. And now the other. Yep, these are gonna be feeling. How's the first one feeling? Okay, good. Okay. Now the next one. This right here. Okay. It's nice and cooling, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, perfect. So that's step 1. While we're waiting for that to really sink into the skin, and again, this is to make sure that you keep your vision, eye color stays the same, you can see everything clearly, just while you go from big to little. Okay, I think your eyes usually have the hardest time adjusting, so we just want to make that process seamless for you. Okay, I just have a couple more questions because there's obviously a psychological aspect to this, and we want to make sure that you're okay and that nothing, too sketchy is going on. You're not doing this against your will. You don't have ulterior motives. You're simply doing this because you've always wanted to be tiny. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. So, a couple questions. When did you find out that you wanted to be tiny? Okay. And what are your expectations for being tiny? What do you think it's going to be like? Are you excited, scared, nervous? Okay. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And does anyone in your family know that you're being tiny? Okay. And have you told your work? Okay. And you know that unshrinking is a whole other process, and there is a risk of going back to regular size. Do you consent to that? Okay. It is possible, and we do it here in this office, but I know sometimes it is just a bit more sketchy than going small. Going small is an easier process, but there's still tons of risks. Okay. And are you taking anything with you, or just the clothes that you're wearing? Okay. Yes, we do provide a safe space, and there's lots of amenities. Also, you can go back home if you choose, but there is a facility here for tiny people if you wanted to stay here. You do? Okay. Okay, excellent. Perfect. Sounds like you've thought about this for a long time and it's something you really want to do and you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as well. So why don't we continue on? Oops, I forgot to put the lid back on. The eye patches. So next step. Oops, I forgot this. Okay, so the next step is, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna take your picture. We do like to do it before and after, so is that okay if I just get your picture really quick? Okay, excellent. And so look at me. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We just keep this. We just keep this for our records. It won't go anywhere. It'll just go into your file. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. Next is this. This is to help calm you down. You won't be awake for the shrinking process, and you will have memories of being big, of course, but when you first wake up, it might be a little bit hazy. So yeah, it is kind of a crazy process going from big to small, so we want to make sure that you have no memories. We're going to just put a little bit of this under your nose and behind your ears, and that should help you feel nice and relaxed, okay? Okay. Great. Yeah, if you're wondering what's in it, it's just a mix of essential oils. It's not like chemically, it's not crazy ingredients. It is natural, but it does work, and it has the best smell ever. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit underneath your nose, like I said. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit just behind your ears. This will help keep you super, super, super relaxed. Okay, amazing. Now just smell that. How does it smell? It smells good, eh? I know, I love it. Just get good whiffs. Let's take a deep breath in together. On the count of 3, we'll hold it for a second, and then we'll let go. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good job. How are you feeling? You still want to go through with it? Okay, great. I love to hear that. Okay, so there's only one step left. once I use this spray, this is where all the magic happens. Using this spray will make you teeny tiny in a matter of minutes. You will be closing your eyes and then it will start to work. So I'm going to spray it. Usually I do top of the head, one side, and then the other side. And then you're going to breathe it in deeply. And then you're going to close your eyes. And then when you wake up, you're going to be tiny, okay? So last chance, you really want to go through with this. Okay, perfect. You're in safe hands. I'm here to take care of you. And